Evening and welcome back to the Mancunian Way. My name is Martin. I'm your host and I hope you're all very, very well. Yeah, do you know what? I was sat at home, sorted out my boiler with my mum and dad's, sorted everything out. Dad's asleep. But you know what? Let's do a stream. Because you know what? We used to do these late night ones. But you know what? They suddenly stopped because of everything that's going on. But now, obviously, this is kind of my job now a little bit, as well as full-time caring. But you know what? Let's have a chat with the community, the family. So I thought I'd do it. Here we go. We've not done one of these in a while. We normally do calling shows and everything. But you know what? I wanted to do a proper just you and me chat. Nice and relaxed, nice and chilled. So I thought we'd do it. Let's get into some of your hellos. Harry, big up, mate. First of all, smash those likes, subscribe. New, please respect everyone. Host, moderators, other views, good community, everyone respected and welcome. Thank you. It is good evening. Not done a solo show in a while. There you go. Smash those likes on your way in. Let's try and get the likes nice and high. And like, road to 10K. Road to 10K. Let's go. Yes, Denton. How are you, mate? Let's kick this off. We all had this combo last night. Right back seems the last piece of the jigsaw. We have a good 6-7 weeks to play on it. Spot on. I'm going to talk about it tonight because, by the way, I apologise. I wasn't on the South Stand earlier on. I said, was dealing with the boiler. It's not Jackie. Ignore Stephen and Daps. There's no Jackie in a taxi. I was dealing with it, so it's not code for anything. The boiler man is not Jackie. Stop it, Stephen Daps. Stress or overkill, whatever, Vienna of a plan. Exactly. I thought we'd talk about that tonight. We'll go through. Because that Nobbins, good evening, Matthias. How are you, mate? Had a great point earlier in terms of the where we're at. The room is full. The inn is full. There is no vacancies at the hotel right now. So I thought we'd have a chat about it. Yes, everyone smash those likes and subscribe. As always, keep the respect of our panelists. I'm the only panelist here, mate. Grealish, I'd let him go where is best. Well, this is what I'm going to look at, Harry. Because everyone says Grealish go, McAtee go. They're not in the 27 right now. Don't forget, we've left players at home. We've not included Wilson Esbrand. We've not included Kyle Walker. So that's what we're going to look at. Because here's the thing, everyone, by the way, DC, hope you are good. Much love to you. Let Jack Abbey say what's best for his personal mental health and sporting game. But again, we need a club to put a package together. Spot on. We'll talk about Ederson as well. Another season before the rumour merry-go-round. I think people have got to calm down over the transfer business, and we've only got a few things to sort out, such as Ederson extension, potential new goalie, and a right-back. There's been rumours today of Rodrigo. I know Rodrigo is not coming at the moment. Anyone is coming at the moment until we get somebody out. For Rodrigo to go, to come in, for example, a Doku needs to go. So you gotta calm it a little bit. Let me remind you that's 24th of June. Spot on. Is it? 25th nearly, mate. Also, you think behind is just sitting and having a nice latte? You know, he's at the Club World Cup at the moment. We've been saying it for a couple of weeks now. Football isn't that deep. It's basic. Some people don't see it. Yeah, it's not like the world's end. I know people say that. Lee Gates, how are you, my old mucker? How are you, my friend? Harry, a few groups that I say normal above. Oh, yeah, make sure you say hello to everyone in the chat as well. Speaking of football clubs, it's crazy. Yeah, sad to see Leon in the second division. Yeah. See, this is the thing. When everyone's crying, why is Cherky not in? Why is he not in? Why are we moaning about the price? Leon had other things to sort out, which sadly has been sorted. I know they're going to appeal, but we'll get into it. CM City, how are you, mate? I'm quite relaxed on the squad situation. What will be, will be. We're going to Wembley. We know that some players will be out the door on loan or sold. The question is when we expect the contract extensions. So about that as well, mate. Hello, Jack Lee. How are you? Hope you're feeling good today. Let's see who else is in the building. Loads. Just keep saying loads to each other. I love it. Keep that chat rate a going and a rolling. I never knew there was a person called Dish. Wait, stop taking the mickey, you're a moderator. Set the standards. Don't lower them. Evening SOS, how are you, Meal Mucker? Took the dog out in the mizzing rain. I know, it's pissing down now. How have we gone from 30-degree heat to pissing down with rain? What's going on? Just, yeah, UK weather. Make it make sense. Hello, Punit. How are you, mate? Meal Mucker. PK, I might hope you well and the family are doing well. Yeah, boiler sorted. Dad asleep. Way I like it. Martin ITK's back. Yeah. Lee Johnson, Wagwan Generals. How are you? Joel, big up, Martin. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. Hope you will. Let's get to 7K. Spot on, DC. Let's work as a team and do it my way, Martin. Listen, this cheeky little sod was my boss earlier, telling me what to do. Don't forget, though, Pat will be back at 10 a.m. in the morning with, as you can see, Thursday, Blues Down Under, episode 8, 10 a.m. in the morning, UK time, where Rich, Alan, Pat, and maybe Nick will put the worlds to right from Down Under. And also, while we're on it, don't forget, Thursday night, 8 p.m., live watch along Manchester City versus Juventus from match day 3 of the Club World Cup. Make sure I keep up with everyone here. I'm quite relaxed on the squad. Oh, done that one. I'm way behind. My apologies. 17 likes and around 28,822. We're mad. I'm way behind. I'm way behind. Cade, how are you, mate? Hope you are well. We can get Livamento without selling. Yes, but we still need to sell, Cade. Yes, we do need to sell. CJ, yes, Martin. Don't gaslight Martin. Who's gaslighting? I hear the London accent. What? Look, cheeky sod. Confirm Martin is right. No bookings available at the inn. Travel Lodge it is. Yeah. Let's get on the Travel Lodge. A Premier in, if you want. Elder 115. Craig Thompson. Yeah, Super Jack and Captain Johnny Stones could be 2 to go. I agree, Craig, but then you got an issue with homegrown. We should make room. Grealish out, Rodrigo in. Won't make any sense, that, because that's what I'm saying. That's my point, E-Link, why I'm going to talk about it tonight is selling Grealish doesn't give you the room to get Rodrigo in. Grealish is not at the Club World Cup. You have 27 players at the Club World Cup. One of them has to go. A right back is more important than Rodrigo every day of the week. Spot on with you. Governor, how you doing, mate? Good evening. Watched a great film earlier. Governors, great film. Love it. Old school, proper English, proper gang style video. It's like Football Factory, but without the football, but a lot more intense. Like old school East End versus new school East End. Really good film, The Governors. World's End is a good film and a good pub in Finsbury Park. Evening, Foggy. How are you doing, my old mucker? How are you doing? Hope you are well. This is City. Yes. Hope all well, legends. Get over there. Give This is City a lot of love and a subscribe. Leon went to the second division with £500 million debt because the trouble is, Ed, this is why I keep saying the Premier League PSR is very different to the rest of Europe. Debt in Europe is a bad thing. Debt in the Premier League means jack shit, sadly. And it's annoying. Amar, how are you doing? Haaland needs competition. Yeah, but who are you buying, Amar? We need to do a Rodri extension too. Yes, in the works. Can we get Livamento done that one without selling his English? Someone wake up, Craig, party time. Good evening, Cobby. How are you? There seems to be more togetherness in the squad. There is. We'll go into that. Obviously, they're on the beach. But some fans moaned today because they were doing beach football. I'm like, for God's sake. Who's ringing me at 11:15 at night? Who in the frig is ringing me at 11:15? Oh, Alan. Alan's ringing me. When Alan sends me a super chat, we'll bring him on. Sorry, it's a joke. Late night streams, Indriel. How are you doing, mate? We used to do these all the time. We need to do more. Who's competition for Haaland exactly? Jesus, who are you buying? We only need to send Livamento, and with you, City till I die. Absolutely with you. Want Wesley? I'm going to star that. I want to come back to that, Denton. Do Mary and Joseph now. By the way, big up Daniel for the 24 months. You are a superstar, my friend. Thank you so much for your 2-year anniversary, your kind generosity, and your continued support. See, we got 23 for Yankuta. Good business. Very good business. Considering he's never played a minute for football, but say. Denton, what is Wesley better than it? Woi, Ed, stop with your Wesley agenda now. Come on. What's this news on Liv? Liv. There's no news on him. It's 2 out, 1 in at the minute. Needs to sell. Governor, bring back memories. Gundo, Stones, etc. Alan, I will bring you on. Just let me have 20 minutes with the chat and then we'll get in. So I did promise this was going to be me and them, but I'll bring you on. Evening, Pat. Don't agree with Rodrigo signing. We'll be better playing a midfield heavy team without you. Well, here's what I'm going to go into. I'm going to start here because there's loads of people. Do City work better with wingers or with midfielders as wingers? Think of a Pep system. And I know everyone's loving this direct wingers, ball down the line, ball across. When I look at that game the other night, and I say a situation where I've got my wing back in Ryan Ain't-Nora driving that ball forward. I've got Phil Foden going a little bit out wide, putting that ball in on a sixpence for Erling Haaland. I'm seeing balls that I don't see from Sabio or Doku or any of our wide men. I have not even seen that from Jack Grealish. And then I thought, is it because they're bad or is it the way we play? And I genuinely do believe it's the way we play. When Haaland scored that 50-odd goals in his first season, the creativity was coming all through the middle. Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, etc. It was all coming through the middle. And that's what you're going to look at. People, I think too many, and it's fine, it's their opinion, it's their style. Everyone has got a subjective view on the playing style. And everyone enjoys a playing style. You've got to look at our manager and our coaches. Can we do what we did in Haaland's first season, but quicker, with a much improved tempo, with the ball forward and not sideways and not 500 passes around the back to nowhere? Can we get the ball going with a tempo, with a purpose? Because I genuinely believe Manchester City under Pep Guardiola, with the plays we've got, when we move the ball with tempo through the middle, there is no one better at doing it. We can move that ball from back to front in seconds. And I'm sorry, I don't think Doku, Sabio, or any wide men can do that. This is not 17-18 of Sane Sterling anymore. We've changed. We've evolved. That's just my opinion. Oscar Bob on loan for a season. No, there's been no hate, mate. Craig, it's nice and relaxed this stream, mate. Nice and relaxed. Oscar Bob for a season on loan. I would say no, but if he's not going to get the relevant playing time, then I would consider it to loan, not to sell. I don't believe him sat on the bench at his young age when he's already been here now for 2 or 3 years within the first team area helps him just playing 10 minutes here and there. He needs to be playing meaningful minutes. The question is, where the hell does he get the meaningful minutes? A League Cup is not what Oscar Bob is here for. So I do think it's a very intriguing conversation. Prakash says, with 21 no homegrown players Premier League, Champions League, which must be trimmed to 17. Gundo, loaning Hayes, Echeverri reduces to 18 when Aki cover, cushion off, Sabio misses out. Exactly, that's the problem. Who the hell is going to miss out? Have you watched Sexy Beast, Martin? No, I haven't. I look at that every day, blue heart in the mirror. And then I wake up. Can we have 4 keepers? No. But we're not Newcastle. We're not doing that, Cameron. We're not sticking 2 keepers on the bench. Ash, send me a link. I will. Calm your horses down, you. Libermento comes in. Let's be patient. Spot on. Let them enjoy themselves and play volleyball. What do you think we should do with Simpson Pooza? Sell or loan? I don't think he makes it. Good evening, Martin. Good evening, Dudley. How are you? Listen, forbid him to talk about Trafford. Here he goes. Send me a link. You put $2 in your cheapskate, little sod. $2. I want 4 figures. 4 figures. $10 of the dollars at least. 4 figures, you cheap sod. Someone's going to be like, why are you bagging Alan Trafari? Someone's going to take that so serious. Fans are so annoying sometimes. They think the players don't have the right to have fun and a life outside of football. Alan can't fit his bath mat in. Rumours Doku is going to AC Milan. Apparently, that's what would need to happen, Jack, to get any kind of a winger in this door. Alan going in, but Rodrigo is so technical he's to play one of those 10s instead of who? Cherka, Foden, Mamouche? Nah, no room, RN. But we can't just stockpile players up. Cherka, Mamouche, Foden can all play 10. No. You got to remember, we have got, I know Emma hates this, we have got Phil Foden and we're so eager to chuck him away or just bang him out somewhere else bang him out wide. No. At some point, this is what gets me. I see Bayern Munich putting stocks in Musiala and Leverkusen putting stocks in Bertz. When do we put stocks in some of ours? I think it's conversation. I think we're giving up on our own sometimes a little bit. And I'm not saying that I believe in Phil Foden's ability. So about being homegrown, I believe in his ability. It needs more input from the whole team. I'm going to invite Alan now. Before he cries at me. That's not his email. That's his email. Right, there we go. Thank you. Honestly, I think the wingers have told the playback. I think there is more things important than getting Rodrigo. 100%. People are getting excited for Rodrigo because of the name, and I get it. Rodrigo is a name that gets to excited. It gets people going, but we just gotta, Fullbacks to the wingers, wide men that push more central. They push at the wing. Exactly. Good evening, Daniela. World in Portugal is watch Nunes on a move. Both Sporting and Benfica are interested in the legend to come back. We'll see. We will see. Jack West Obits for a profit if he is. Are you going to get a profit on 60 million quid? The deal may be facilitated by Mendes. One to keep an eye on. Yes, thank you, Stephanie. He's nice and relaxed and he's asleep at the moment. Oh, you've got Echeverri as well, by the way. I forgot about that. We're to about 10. Echeverri. Where the hell did you put him? Sorry, Echeverri. I keep calling him Echeverri now. Blame Elliot and Andrew and everyone else who's on this hype train. Echeverri. Pep will not design one-way tactics. I will genuinely feel Pep is going to open multi-tactic game this season. Potentially. No, give me a year, then decide. Is that on Bob? We can't load Bob. He's our best winger. Don't deny that. Have you seen Rodrigo news? Again, got to sell someone. But he won't play as a 10 RN in our team. I want a Lamborghini. It's not happening. Players don't dictate where they play RM. Remember that. I actually think we benefit from more naturalness for the Algerian Gareth Bale. Are we really going with this, Dash? Are you really pushing this Algerian Gareth Bale nonsense? No player will be happy with only League Cup minutes. Very sensible comment there, Jack, and I agree with you. Why would you be happy with it? No one can handle that attack. Now coaches have caught up with us. 3 client moving, 1 going back to Portugal, 1 going to City, 1 going to the Premier League club to be named. You on about a certain goaler? Now Pantaleon, no, that won't happen now. You're going to be looking at EDS now. Oh, Alan's here. Morning, miserable.
Good morning, Martin. How are you?
Very good.
Good. What do you know? Any news yet about anything?
No, I don't. I just thought we'd have a chat because I'm seeing a lot of people got excited on the Rodrigo links today. But
we can't buy anyone because we've got to get rid of people before we
City
do that.
are not in talks, Ronald. Stop, please. They're not in talks. They're not. Bob will go to Porto. Right. Well, let's get into it, Alan.
Right.
People are begging for Rodrigo. They're begging for a right back, and we're still, we need more. again, we've got 27 players out of the Club World Cup at the moment. 27.
Yep.
Now I've got a list of the players that are not there: Jack Grealish, James McAtee, Wilson Esbrand, Kyle Walker. So yeah, Jack Grealish, Kyle Walker, McAtee, Wilson Esbrand, and there was another one. We've not included any of them at the moment.
Right. I think everyone's got to understand, and I cannot see anything happening while we're playing this Club World Cup thing, right? We have to get rid of players before we can buy.
Oh, sorry, Alan. Mateo Kovacic is not there either. So there's 5 players. 27 that are there. Yeah, but you're at a squad of 32 players right now.
Yeah. We've got to get rid of players. What you got to think about as well before we even go into that. When we got to buy players, we're already past the maximum for overseas players. So we have to get rid of at least 2 or 3 players who are overseas footballers, not homegrown, before we even start to think about bringing players in. This is one of the things why I know I was going on about James Trafford, but the only thing about James Trafford was he was homegrown, which is why I thought we could bring him in. And yeah, Ederson needs to make his mind up what his future is, because I feel very uncomfortable letting him run down his contract so he can go for free. I don't think that's correct. I think if he doesn't sign, we should let him go and get rid of him. But at the same point, we've got to bring in players that fit into the quota. And that's what people don't seem to grasp at all. I just think that Rodrigo, yeah, I'd like him. But at the end of the day, whether it can be done, because there's a lot of things in the that are stopping that happening, is another matter.
Yeah, Echeverri might be out for a while.
What's up with him?
He's in a boot at the moment.
Is he?
They haven't fully confirmed, but I think there's any plans on him going out and loan her over at the minute.
Right. Can I ask you a question? Can we bring players from Manchester into the squad now if players get injured into the squad? Are we allowed to do that?
In the next round, yes.
Right, okay.
So the next round we can, but I don't think we will.
Okay. Well, what Walker's got, has Walker finalised his deal to Everton?
Nope. There is no immediate deals in the lineup at the moment.
Right, okay. So I feel uncomfortable about getting rid of Bob at the moment. That's for one thing.
Well, this is, and I keep saying this is the problem you've got right now. Your 2 forwards are Omar Mamouche and Haaland. I know people won't like the Mamouche, but that's what he's classed as a forward. You currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You've got 17 midfielders. Oh, yep. Sorry, I didn't include Calvin Phillips. The long-lost forgotten man, who, by the way, everyone says, sell. Nobody's coming for any massive amounts of money. Everyone thought Calvin Phillips to Leeds United was the one. We do this all the time, don't we? We go, Kyle Walker to Sheffield United, Calvin Phillips to Leeds United. We try and literally sell them back to where they came from.
I think everyone's got
Aston Villa.
I think everyone's got to realise the trouble with our players.
HSK, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Every single City channel you're doing this now, mate. As I heard someone say earlier on the South Stand, put Caldoon's wallet away. No, thank you so much. That is one of the biggest super chats, if not you and FIFA on the channel. Fire W's in the chat. That is amazing. Thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. That is outstanding. Thank you. Thumbs up, fire in the chat. Big up HSK. Here's to you, Martin, our very own ITK. Big up, mate. W's in the chat. Absolute. Thank you. Appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Go on, Alan.
I think everyone's got to realise that our players that we've got on the staff at the moment are highly paid salaries-wise. And if teams want to come in and try and buy them, what's frightening them off is the salaries that they're on. So if, for argument's sake, Grealish, give you a perfect example, he's on 300 grand a week at City. So if someone comes in and says, we'll give you 40 million for him, that's fine. But then is the problem with the wages. He's not going to get 300 grand a week anywhere else in Europe. Anywhere else will pay him that kind of money. So for him to say, yeah, I'll walk away.
Yeah, but whose fault is that? You know, I'm going to say something. Everyone calls me happy clappy. Let's get this to the straight. When the Manchester City take responsibility for their own stupid actions?
Well, I think we are paying far too much for players and their salaries.
That I don't know, David. That I do not know. I've got an idea that ain't happening anymore. Because, by the way, there was a reason Juma Bar turned that loan deal down. He must have been told, and I was trying to speak with Teddy about it, is he must have been told that do not go to Lyon. He's now, it's been confirmed, Juma Bar has gone to Nice.
Okay.
A long loan.
Well,
but the thing is, Alan, Juma Bar's going on a loan. Why the frig is Calvin Phillips not going anywhere?
Well, at the moment, he's not going anywhere because he's still got to agree to where he's going. You know, if someone comes in for him, he's got to agree to go there. And at the moment, he's quite happy sitting on his arse, not doing anything and picking up 150 grand a week, which is what he's getting at City.
Well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to go at the players for this, Alan.
No, I'm not. We had this big problem when City had that went down, and we had Nigel Clough and people like that at City. They were quite happy to sit there and earn big money, and we couldn't get rid of them. That was the biggest problem. And you know, we're now paying players who are coming to us a lot less salaries. I think we have to be patient. But the thing is, the Grealish situation is a nightmare. We have to pay him out of this has got 2 years left on his deal, 2 years' wages at 300 grand a week in his back pocket to get rid of him, or agree to pay half his wages or whatever it may be with a deal with the buying club. This is the problem that we've got. No one's willing to spend the money on players' salaries. You know, when we were talking about Grealish going to Spurs, you know, I was talking to my best mate, as you know, one of my best mates over here, and I said the Levy's never going to pay 300 grand.
Choose your best mates a bit better myself, but that's a different
thing. Exactly. But there's no way Levy's going to pay 300 grand a week to anyone, let alone he wasn't paying it to Harry Kane. So he'd have to take a drop, which he's not going to. Why would he?
But this is the thing, is like Andrew's put in, I think it's a great point, by the way. Andrew's put, big up Andrew, by the way, Walker, Grealish, Wilson Esbrand, Jamal Simpson-Puzet, McAtee, Jack, Gundo, Cobbart, all them will go. Only one of them is at the Club World Cup, and that's Gundo.
Yep. I don't think he'll go.
Walker, I think, where... I think they will allow Walker to go on a free. I think they'll pay Walker's contract up. I think they can do that for one. Don't think they can do that for Grealish. I don't think they can do that for and that's the problem. There's the other thing, McAtee. Everyone going, McAtee will be gone. He's got a list of all these people coming in. He's got a list. They're all ready to pay 30 million quid. Where is it?
Where his wages is the problem.
No, he's not. He's on 15 grand a week.
Well, he hasn't. I don't think anything will happen until after this tournament finishes. I really don't.
Bob does count as homegrown, Dudley.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be. I don't think McAtee will do. I don't think anything will happen until everyone's back at the Etihad training at the training ground.
I have got an update. The right back situation is, I think Livramento is not off the table. The issue with Livramento is they will not pay 80 million quid. They're not going to pay 80 million. That's
not worth it. It's not worth 80 million.
I'm trying to very much stay away from Livramento because Newcastle fans are very sensitive into this area. And I don't want to dive down that road.
Can I ask you a question? Does he want to come to City or not?
I don't know, because what player says in the media, Alan, is very different to what they're going to say. He's not going to go into the media and go, "Yes, I'm at Newcastle, but if City come calling, I'm going." Not going to do that. This is what people don't realize. People seem to think that players are going to out themselves in the media. If Erling Haaland came out in the media and said, "I'm all right at City, but if Real Madrid come calling, I'd be very much interested," people are going mad at him. Players ain't going to do that. You're not going to out yourself to your fan base.
I agree.
You're going to say, Jack Grealish. Here's the thing that makes me laugh. Jack Grealish was, still training for Aston Villa. And if you remember, there was that famous video that went round. It was a young lad and a girl, I believe. And they were, "Oh, Jack, you're staying. You don't need to go to that City 115 cheats and blah, blah, blah." And Jack went, "Oh, it's all good," and smiled. 2 days later, he was at City doing a medical. Players are not going to tell people what's going on. All be media trained, unless you're Kyle Walker, who comes out with probably a silly line. Yeah, it is crazy, but I just think we have to get people have got to realize right now there is going to be no movement in until there is movement out. It's like Diogo Costa at the minute. Isn't it weird how he's playing 0 games for Porto, and then you get the line he's injured? Yeah. Do we really believe he's injured, or do we believe he's waiting for one domino to fall for the next domino to go in? The way people do deals is very clever. And Yusuf's in the chat, and he won't like this, but look at Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz was not announced until when? The Kwanzaa deal to Leverkusen got going. We gotta look at patterns and the way things are moved. Calvin is turning to Jack Rodwell. Do you know what? He actually has. He has.
Jack Rodwell was a good player, just got injured, didn't it? That was his problem.
Good player, me ass. You're a better player than Jack Rodwell. And that's the thing. It's a great point by Joel there. Do people really want Mamouche, who is nearly on 300 grand a week, who plays the same area as Rodrigo, to come in and compete on the same spot? And Rodrigo want more wages than Mamouche.
Oh, big time.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. It's I'll be honest with you, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think we've just rewarded the players, rightfully so, after the treble. I think we rewarded them. But the trouble is, players hold out.
It's hard to get rid of them now, isn't it? It's the problem.
That's the thing. Calvin Phillips is like being known as a bad smell, and we were looking at 45 million quid as a bargain 3 years ago.
When we bought him, I was quite happy with the signing.
Yeah,
it's just not worked out, is it? So,
and listen, not everything well. Think priority should be Livramento and sales. Is there any other right back you'd have other than Livramento?
What about what's happened to that Juventus Caballero, whatever his name was?
Failed his background checks.
Really?
His ankle's a bit of a mess.
I thought that was a done deal in January, but you know, we definitely need a right back, no question.
There's something happened in that deal which has just gazumped it, because City always do. They did it with Sudakov, your best mate, but they did background checks on him, and they didn't come back great. And by the way, they don't just do background checks on injuries. It's married life, have you got kids, what you like, and things like that. There's all sorts to go into it.
I don't really know of any other right backs. I don't really know any other decent right backs. I know they were looking at Wesley, but I don't know a lot about him, I'll be honest with you.
Who's injured? LB98, who's injured? Do you mean Libermento? I don't know. Or McAtee, which one? Don't be surprised if Ortega goes.
He played well, didn't he?
That's the other thing we've got to work out. Ederson's contract negotiation.
Well, to me, if he doesn't commit, he can do one as far as I'm concerned.
But you need a buyer.
I know. But at the same point, I think he's justified that he should get an increase in his salary because that's what he's after.
Oh, have they said he's not injured now? So what's the reason they've said he's not playing then?
Who are we talking about here?
Costa. Ortega out and Trafford in for homegrown. Trafford's going to be at Newcastle, mate. He's going to be at Newcastle. They want 40 million quid. I'm not paying 40 million quid for a backup goaler.
Well, hang on. Don't we get a buyback on him?
Yeah, well, we get 30, I think, but still, is it? I don't think he's good. I'm sorry, I disagree with you, Alan. I don't think he's good enough for our number one.
I beg to differ. I think he's good enough now.
No, and that's fine. And I don't want to go. I don't want to open your James Trafford box again.
No, that's
the agent has told him not to risk it. Very weird. Vanderson, I'd love Vanderson, by the way. Young Brazilian guy. Potentially, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, 98. Is he the Brazilian national fullback yet? Or is he just, I'm not, because I know there's 2 or 3 people vying for that right back position for Brazil.
Yeah.
Is he there yet? I don't know. But again, I don't know how much Monaco would want for him. How much would Monaco want? And how old is Vanderson? How old's he? Because I need to look at that. How old is Vanderson? Because he's 24. See, that's again, you're gonna have to sell somebody. And we're already needing to sell 3.
Yeah.
Players need to be a cap on wages, £200,000 a week. See, that's a great point, by the way. Is 150 a week a lot of wages now?
Depends who it is, doesn't it? At the end of the day.
Okay, I'll put it in a better way to you, Alan. That I was trying to dodge around it. Is it the wages stopping some of these players, or is it because people don't think they're good enough?
I think the wages.
But 150 grand a week's not a lot of money.
Well, it depends who the buying club is, and they might be offering them 75 grand a week. There's a big difference. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to trigger dropping your wages, are you? Why would you say
we haven't moved away? RN, calm down. There's still the interest is there. There has not been any move away. The interest is still there. May not happen this summer, but Gibbs White is still on the list. We received 6 million loan fees, so it cost us 39. It's not the end of the world. No, I get it. You don't want to write that off. Denzel Dumfries. It's a name that's never cropped up on the list. Very good Inter Milan wingback. Who are you on the phone to? He's asked to come on and then spends half his time on his bloody phone, people. This is how much Alan loves you. You know what I mean?
Sorry, someone's texting me.
Put your phone down and get in. He asked me to come on. And
I know. The thing is, I'm upstairs in the kitchen and living room, and because Dave's fast asleep in his room, he's going home tonight. So
I don't think Trafford would accept that, Citizen. Why would you give up being a number 1 in other clubs and become the cup keeper for Manchester City? Yes, he's on the list. But saying that, Aaron Hickey was also on the list.
So let's say Ederson gets upset and he wants out.
Yeah.
Who would you get to replace him that you rate?
Who I want? Yeah, I rate 2. Costa or Chabalier.
Is it Costa accident prone? A bit airy fairy.
I think every goalkeeper's accident prone.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
No, because I look at Costa and The thing is, Alan, unless you watched a good proportion of games, and I mean a good 15, 20, 30 games a year, I don't think you can say that. Because listen, it's like me. Anyone could put a thing together of you and make you look like a right clown. Anyone can put a 3-minute YouTube clip together and make a player look world class or make a player look absolute garbage. Listen, I'm being serious. Someone could put a 3-minute highlight reel of KDB together and make him look like the worst player in the world. That's what you got to look at. Statistically, and I very rarely use statistics, he's one of the best 2-3 goalies in the world right now, Costa. Statistically.
Okay. Well, we'll just, I feel uncomfortable if he doesn't commit to us. I really do.
As I said, I would love Vanderson. It just, someone's going to need to move out. The reason why SUPERCUP's taking less, let's just say he loves the ladies a bit too much. Ladies. The ex-coach gave feedback, Daniela, right? He's talking about Costa, I believe. Right, okay. Evening. How are you doing, house captain? Hope you're well, mate. Right, so Alan, I'm going to give you, I'm going to go through this. Let's go through the squad. I'll put it on the screen. And I want you to tell me whether you think they will stay or they will go.
Okay.
Let me just put it up. Let's do this in a very adult. What the hell is going on with my share screen? Right, here we go. Right, here we go. Bettinelli with no staying. Ederson, you think he'll stay or do you think he'll go? Not what you want, what you think.
I think he'll end up staying.
Right. Ortega.
Stay.
Right. Kanja.
Stay.
Ake.
Stay.
Diaz.
Stay.
Gvardiol.
Definitely stay.
Kushinoff.
Stay.
Rico Lewis.
I'm 50-50 on him.
No, right. I'm putting you on the spot. Choose one.
I think he'll end up staying because I think we'll struggle to get a right back.
Victor Hayes.
Loan him.
Johnny Stones.
Keep.
Kyle Walker.
He's going.
Wilson Esbrand.
He's going.
Oscar Bob.
Keep.
Cherka.
Obviously keep.
Doku.
Gone.
Not with your head. Yeah, use your head, not your heart.
I think he'll go because I don't think we played a system for him.
Okay. Echeverri, stay, obviously. He's in a boot cast.
Yep.
Foden.
Stay.
Grealish.
Take my own feelings out of this. I think he'll end up staying because no one will pay his salary.
Do you think he ends up staying?
Yeah, because he's on such high money.
Okay.
And they won't be able to do a deal.
Gundogan.
So I think he'll go.
Kovacic.
Stay because of his injury.
McAtee.
I think he'll go to Germany at some point.
Okay. Nico G.
He'll stay.
Nunes, head, not heart, Alan. Think sensibly.
Depending if we get a fullback or not.
Okay.
If we get keep.
I'm going to come back to him, Enrico, in a minute. Peroni's going out on loan. Calvin Phillips.
He's go.
Reinders.
I'll definitely keep.
Rodrigo or Rodri.
Definitely keep.
Savinio. Oh, he's hesitating on Savinio.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, right, okay.
I think that Savinio last year was one of the ones that, to me, fell away big time, and that was alarming.
Oh, right. No, thank you. It's all right. Can be asshole. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Haaland.
Obviously keep. Mamouche keep. Bernardo keep.
Right. Okay, then. So you are keeping, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. You're at 28, so you're over. Now,
So-
where you may not be over is you can take Rico Lewis out because he's under 21.
Yep.
You can take Victor Hayes out, he's under 21. You can take Kushinoff out, he's under 21. Takes you down to 25. Yeah?
Right, okay.
Oscar Bob is over 21. Echeverri you can take out, so you're at 24. O'Reilly you can take out, you're down to 23.
Yep.
So you're at 23 players, but you've still got O'Reilly, Rico.
No, look, with Rico and O'Reilly, so Rico depends, and Nunez depend if they manage to sign a right fullback or not. If they sign a right fullback, one of those will go.
Okay.
Nunez or Rico will go if we sign a dedicated right fullback. If they don't sign a right fullback, they'll end up both staying.
It was in negotiations, yes, Jill. I'm not sure. But then again, O'Reilly's verbally agreed a deal. Rodri's agreed a deal, but they just haven't been announced. Announcements can also be on sponsorships, things like that. The problem is with O'Reilly has now got interest, which is where I wanted to come to with Alan. Was O'Reilly has interest from Chelsea and Leverkusen. And they're offering him first team football more than we are. I look at O'Reilly and I think, right, left back, he's got Nora, he's got Gvardiol, I think he'll go above him, and I think Aki's above him for the left back spot. I then look at midfield, Bernardo, Kovacic. I'm not going to include Gundo because I do think Gundo will go.
Yeah, I think he will.
Rodri, Nico J. I think there's too much traffic in front of him in midfield.
Can I ask you a question? Would you loan him to come back? Because I think he'll end up playing. I think he'll end up playing midfield for us, but not yet.
Do you know what I'd say to him?
What?
I'd do it this way. He doesn't have to be included in the 25-man squad right now.
Right.
I would say next summer, 26, 27. What I would say is Bernardo's going to go. Gundo will go either way.
Yeah.
Kovacic will be gone. Potentially Nunez is gone. So there's 4 midfielders out the door. You've got more chance.
Correct, yes.
I would say...
As long as you don't buy anyone.
I would just say bite the bullet.
You know what the spectators will be saying if a few of those go at the end of next season. We need to buy. We don't need to buy. We've got talent there.
And plus, by the way, you might have lost Echeverri now for a long time.
Do you know what he's done?
I think it's. I'm going to guess, but I don't want to guess. I'm probably going to say it's ankle ligament damage. I'm just guessing how severe that is. If he's in a boot and he's on crutches, that ain't good. Now, it may just be a precaution. I don't want to panic. I don't know. I'm not going to lie and guess. I'm not a
medical. No. Yeah, you're not physio, are you?
All I got told was the scan was yesterday and it will be announced today. So there's we go. Portuguese sources today said Costa expected to leave. I think Mendes will figure something out for Ederson, also get the move for Costa. See, this is the problem. That's my thing with Oscar Bob is because right now my 11 for the opening game against Wolves is Ederson, I'm going to go. I'm going to say right now we've not bought a right back. I'm going to go Nunes. I'm going to go Gvardiol, Ruben Diaz, and Nora. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to put. Would I play Rodri from the off? Probably not. So I'm going to go Nico J, Reinders, Nico J. So I've got 4. Nico J, 6, 4, 5. So sorry, 4, 5, 6. Foden, Cherka. No, I'm going to play Cherky on the right. I'm going to play Mamouche on the left. Haaland up top. Yeah. So my front 3: Ryan Cherka, Erling Haaland, Omar Mamouche. Foden in just behind. Yeah. Reinders, Nico J. My back 4. And then my goalie. I don't think Rodri should play the first game. I think he needs a bit of time to build up.
I think you're right, because, and I also think that he'll end up not playing the minor games this year, because we don't need to play him. I think you'll get Nico G in them games, and the main games. Yeah, obviously Rodri will play, but I think the first 6 months of the season, I think, I'll be honest with you, I think the first, let's say, half of the season, he'll be in and out regularly, in and out.
No, I need to listen to the new Let Me Talk. I will have a listen to that, Lucas. We'll have a listen to that. I wouldn't let any more players go Chelsea. I think many clubs look for problems of injury players, baby, etc. From certain point of view, we look at the personal life, education, exactly. Give O'Reilly the Morgan Gibbs White spot. Gibbs White, I'm telling you, Gibbs White, I don't think he's off the table. And I don't even mean for this summer. All I'm going to say is keep an eye on Gibbs White's contract situation at Forest. He's only got 2 years left.
Yep. Might
If
be
he
next
doesn't
season.
sign an extension, you might get him for cheaper next year.
Yep.
See, I love O'Reilly. I do. My issue with O'Reilly is I thought he was a very good left fullback. The problem is, or wing back, the problem is his position's full. This is my issue with Oscar Bob.
I rate Oscar Bob, though, as our best West Wide player.
See now Rico Lewis, Alan. What do you do with Rico Lewis? That's another good one.
I've just said to you, if we don't get a right fullback, the Rico has to stay. Right, and that goes for Nunes as well. If we get one right fullback in, one of those two, Nunes or Rico, has to go.
LB98, it's in a boot cast and he's on crutches. That's all I can tell you at the minute. So don't forget that. He's in a boot cast and he's on crutches, so I don't know how bad it is. I don't want to lie or even guess. O'Reilly is for homegrown, trained at the club in UCL. That's the other thing because of the UCL.
O'Reilly won't go anywhere. He's not. He's good going forward. There's question marks on his defending. But he's not a fullback. He's a midfield player. So let's get it absolutely spot on. Rico's the same. Rico's a midfield player, not a fullback. And that's what he was taught at the academy. So to me, I'd like to keep them because they are part of the academy and they are very young. And they are young. And you know me, I'm very pro the academy. So, and I don't want them going to Chelsea and dominating the Premier League. I'll be furious.
Yeah. Sale to Lewis. I think Lewis is. I know Lewis wants a conversation with Pep when he comes back. Apparently, that's the rumours. He wants a conversation just to see where the lay of the land is.
Fair enough. That's fair.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure Rico Lewis makes it at Manchester City Football Club. Doesn't make him a bad player.
No, it doesn't. He can go to Brighton and be brilliant there. But he's got to pick the right club to go and play for.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what the rumours are at the minute, Jack West. They're just the rumours. Is that I know the scam was yesterday. And I know the results were due today, but people are saying he's on crutches and in a boot. So we'll see. I will ask and I'll wait. And as soon as I get a response, I shall let you know, promise you. Did you see the Gorn article? Yes. Want to talk about that as well. Did you see that, Alan? Jack Gorn's in a post, which I did talk about.
No, I'm not, because I've been asleep all night, which is
apparently,
daytime news.
The reason there was a lot of background, a lot of changes behind the scenes was Lilo, Vicenza and all them. There was a disconnect between the coaches and Pep. So when Pep was going through his situation, which we know about,
Yep,
the coaches sort of just switched off. They didn't take on the responsibility of like, right, you're going through a difficult time. I'll pick up some of your slack and I'll drive these boys forward. The players were a bit lost. It just became, let's play football, let's play football. Right, can you send me that, Andrew? Apparently that's out now, Jack. I'm just showing you now. I'm sure Andrew's just sent it me. Thank you, Andrew, for that. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Why has that not come out on Twitter yet, though, then?
Well, Twitter's not the most reliable source, mate.
No, I mean, like, why has it not come out from somebody, though? Thank you very much, though. Appreciate that, Andrew.
What are you saying now? About what? About
Echeverri. I've now got the picture of him in a boot. There you go. Boot, cast, and crutches.
Well, at the end of the day,
so there you go, Jack West.
That's also a precaution, isn't it?
What, a boot, cast, and crutches?
It's not cast.
That's precaution. Yeah. Jesus, some precaution, mate.
I know, but he won't play next game. He's not going to play against Juve, is he? So
he's not going to play the rest of the Club World Cup, probably, mate.
Yeah. So
he's not playing the rest of the World Cup, and I'm not laughing about him being injured, but just it's sad.
Just send him home, back to Manchester.
Do you know what's sad about Echeverri? He came injured.
Maybe
he signed injured from the Copa Libertadores.
He's still, to me, he's very, very lightweight for an 18-year-old kid.
Well, there you go. There you go, LB98. That's where we're at with it at the moment. So I think we just need to wait and see what's going to happen now with him. Sadly. We wish him all the best and I hope he recovers quickly. I'm sure tomorrow there'll be more. You got to remember, you might get less. I think you got to remember the news times may be a bit different, because they're 6 hours behind at the minute, 5 or 6 hours behind. Because they are basically the other side of the world from you. They really are the other side of the world from you. So, I mean, it can't be no bad. Jesus. It is a shame. I agree with you, Jack. It is a shame. Absolutely a shame. He didn't limp off the field. Do you know what, though, Matt? This is... Maybe playing on was the wrong choice. Sometimes you don't play. Look at Rodri. Rodri didn't remember Rodri when he did his ACL. He walked out of the hospital. Do you remember? He was walking for 3 days after that injury. I think maybe playing on might have been the worst decision. Sometimes trying to be the hard man is not always probably the best thing to do.
Absolutely.
I think sometimes you just got to realise, no, I'm injured. Keep him with the squad. He actually bulked up on. He was lightweight watching him somewhere with the river. He's actually putting a lot. It's about Rico. Rico has bulked up, yeah.
No, Echeverri.
I would also say Rico Lewis has bulked up a bit.
Well, he needed to, didn't he? Because he was getting pushed.
I still think he needs to do more bulking up. Gundo's lost a lot of weight. Foden,
he looks fit.
Foden's looking trim. Foden's looking a lot more trimmer now. Do you know what I think? Like I said, I just think the whole squad and the backroom staff needed a whole breath of fresh air put into them.
Well, getting new coaches was a good thing, because it's freshened everything up. They want different things. The guy that was Pep, the other guy that was coming from Liverpool, he takes accountability, doesn't he? And he questions Pep, which is what you need.
I've got another bit of info. Echeverri is going to have another scam.
Okay.
to determine what happens. I think there'll also be swelling as well. Also, Gvardiol, Sqaud Gvardiol has had a scan today as well.
What's he done?
Someone said he pulled something the other day at the game. Like he done a hamstring. Timo Sups, I missed this. My apologies, mate. Thank you for the 18 months, year and a half, mate, of continued support. You, sir, are a superstar. Thank you so much. And big up Daniel for the 2 years again. Alan for the £2, $2, and HSK with the massive 100 super chat. Thank you so much.
Whereabouts does he live? Is it Hong Kong?
Alan, we're not doxing people who super chat.
I'm only just asking.
Where'd you live? What's your address?
I'm not asking that. It's whereable.
Gvardiol was in training. He's fine. He has had a scan now. I'm only telling you what I've been told. I never liked Juan Lilo. Seemed too casual. Yeah, I was never a Lilo lover. I never warmed to Juan Lilo. I never warmed to him.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It looked like we were playing good cop last year. And I think the one thing I do like about Pep Linders and Pep Guardiola is one's going to play good cop, one's going to be the knobhead. And I think you need that. It's like in a relationship. Yeah. In a relationship, whether it's husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever, you always get the nice one, the sensible one. You always get the other one who wants to go and spend all the money. Spend all the money, let's go. Why? You know, you always get that one person who is like, we're going on holiday in about a month. Do we save some money and not have a meal? We won't have a meal. We won't get takeaway. We'll eat out the freezer. We'll just watch a film.
You need someone.
That one person who's like, we're going to the pictures and we're on a night out. We're doing it all. You always get that.
Mate, you always. It's like, to me, I think you need someone to question Pep, not agree with him all the time.
Yeah, and I think 2 years ago, under this is what I understand, under Mikel Arteta, he was the good cop. You remember Sterling and everyone else was always how good Arteta was with him, and he was the guy they could go to. And I think Pep was the bad cop then. Pep was the person who was a bit more. I think this time Pep's going to become the good cop, and I think Pep Linders is going to be the bad cop. He's going to be the screamer, the baller, the guy who's the disciplinarian with him. And I think that's fine. Mix it up. Alan's new show should be called The Docs Formation. Who's the knobbin in yours? Me, Andrew. I am that person. I am that person who says, we're going on holiday in a month. Let's go out on the piss. Spend the money. My other half is the sensible one who's like, no, we're keeping hold of the money. I'm one of them. Let's go and buy a new pair of trainers. I've already got 15 pairs. Let's buy another one. I bought a load of new clothes because I've lost weight. I've had to buy a load of new clothes for Tenerife.
How much have you lost, by the way?
I'm on 2.5 now. It's slowing down a touch.
2.5 stone gone.
Yes.
Good effort.
I'm not going to the gym as much because my back's killing me. Because of my disability, I can't get as much exercise in, so I'm on some new.
Can you swim?
Yes.
Why are you just swimming?
It's time. Because the times on swimming are very hard because an adult swim in the UK is generally only like 7 while 8.
Yeah.
And the trouble is that's when I'm either doing a show or I'm with my dad. It's very hard to get an adult swim or what they call lane swim over here. So it's a bit hard. No, but I'm trying. But what I did was I went and bought a load of clothes to Tenerife. And I thought,
hang on, when are you going to Tenerife?
No, been to Tenerife. Just went in and my daughter got engaged. So I went and did that. Now I'm going to Turkey in 3.5 weeks. So
hang on. You have more holidays and stuff, don't you? Do
I have 2 holidays a year? I'm allowed them.
But you've had more than 2. You've had more than 2.
No, I haven't. May and June. No, I don't class weekend breaks as holidays.
Fucking hell. You're always away.
Break. No, hang on. Hang on a minute. Chill your beans down. This is the family holiday, this one. The other one wasn't the family holiday. This is the main family holiday, 2 weeks away. So we're going
to Bodrum.
No, we're going on
Okay.
Antalya.
Okay.
Antalya. I'll send you the hotel later. You'll be like, fucking hell, you won the lottery. I know you will when I send it, yeah. But anyway.
A hotel or is it an apartment you're going?
Hotel.
Oh, very good. Very nice.
5-star.
Oh, is it? Oh. Oh.
God, let me send it. I'll send it. Let me find. We're well off topic here, by the way.
Well, we could do that's part of the fun. We can have a normal conversation.
Hey, well, it is late night, isn't it? I'll send you this.
Yeah.
Here it is.
You sending it via WhatsApp or email?
I'll send you via WhatsApp.
Right. Let's have a look. Martin.
This is the front of the hotel.
Just off topic. Do you feel a lot better for?
Oh no, ignore that. Ignore that one. No, scrap that. Sent you the wrong thing there.
Right. Just cancel that. Do you feel a lot better for losing that weight, by the way?
Of course I do.
Good.
There it is. That's the front of it, Alan.
I'm not got it. Oh, hello, lad. Oh, fucking
hello, lad.
Hello, lads.
That's the front of it. It's got 7 pools.
That's nice. That's nice. Where's that? In Turkey?
Yeah, Antalya.
That's nice.
This is it. This I'll just while we do all this. But yeah, it's
yeah, that's all right, isn't it? When you going there? 3 weeks time.
3.5 weeks.
Nice. Are you going for what? A week?
That's it at the back. That's the front and that's the back.
That's nice.
Too much shit talking, behave you. Martin coming back with the BBL, coming back with the new hair and new teeth.
Are you going to get your teeth done when you're there?
Will Martin now do the Tunnel Club? No, it was a one-off.
Don't you ever call me? I won't be doing that, by the way, anymore. The Tunnel Club.
Why?
Well, it's just that. Let's just say, my friend David, his circumstances have slightly changed.
Oh, Alan's got to come and sit with the commoners.
Yes, I have to. Yes.
Yeah, no, that is true. Apparently, Gundogan is looking at property in Galatasaray at the moment.
Good. Good. Gundo's going home, isn't he? Because originally was.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, I do think Gvardiol will be fine. I do think about it. Yeah, but I'm away. But yeah. It's just listen. It's a little break. It's my main holiday. I won't go away again now till May.
Is it? Hey.
I won't be away now till May next year.
Well, I'm in the UK in May. April, May, end of the season. I'll be there. So you better be all right for Sqaud Khan in the Curry Mile.
Well, when are you coming over?
At the end of the season.
Right, I'm going away in May. Let me know the dates and I'll be away. No, I'm not. Someone's doing all right. Don't start that. Told you. I'm buying a new wardrobe for Turkey now. This is what I mean. I'm already
just buy the shorts and t-shirts over there, and then throw them away when you're leaving. That's the easiest way to do it.
I'm very intrigued how our new approach works in practice for competitive games. I mean, I am. I do think the tempo speed up. I am going to talk about this, and it's something I wanted to talk about. This. HSK funding Martin's 5-star hotel. How much do you think YouTube pays you lot? If I'm on this, what's LB on? Jesus, man's a millionaire everywhere he gets. Yeah, I had this conversation last night with Daniela on a space. I've seen a lot of people have a go at Pep, and I get it, and I finally figured it. I think some fans have got the opinion Pep Guardiola has become bigger than the football club.
He's earned that. Oh, hang on. He's earned that right. He's earned that right.
Nobody should be bigger than the football club. But where I will say this is, you got to remember, and I'm going to be honest now, Manchester City to the fan base is a huge football club. But we weren't huge in a global capacity. We weren't. I'm going to be honest now. We were not Ajax. We weren't AC Milan. We weren't Inter Milan. We weren't United or Liverpool. We weren't. Let's just get this straight and be honest. We were a massive football club. We'd won first, 1903, 1904, whatever, can't remember which one it was. We'd won the FA Cup, 69, 70. We won the Cup Winners' Cup and the League Cup double. We won the league in the 50s. We were winning FA Cups with Bert Troutman. So we were winning.
We won the league in 68.
Yeah, so we were doing stuff. We were getting to cup finals even in the early 80s, 81. Everyone remembers the Ricky Beer final. But we were never on the world stage globally, as in a you know what I mean? And the thing is, you got to understand it, and this is the best way I can probably put it. I think Pep Guardiola is our Ferguson.
Yeah.
He's our Ferguson. So very much like Nottingham Forest, and I said this last night, Nottingham Forest see Brian Clough as their greatest manager. He's got a statue. It's not even in the frigging stadium. It's in the centre of Nottingham.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's like having Pep Guardiola on Market Street in town. That's where they put Brian Clough. They named a stand after him. That's where City fans see Guardiola. Because I'll be honest with you, someone asked me that. I think a manager in the future won't get probably as much stardom as a Guardiola. I don't think they will. I think Guardiola is just the guy who's put us on the world map. Because you hear Guardiola talk about Mike Summerbee. You hear him talking about Tony Buck. You hear him talking about Dennis Chewett and people like that. You don't hear him talking about Sean Quota and Paul Dicko, with due respect. And they're legends to us. They're legends to us as fans. But we weren't a global force as we were now. To Manchester City fans, we're a massive club forever and ever and always will be. But Pep Guardiola has taken us has put us on the top table.
Yeah, yes.
And I think that's why, and I'm going to be honest with you, Alan, he's looked upon it even a lot more than Mancini was. Mancini won us the league, but he's never got the admiration Pep Guardiola's got.
Oh, listen, I know that. I'm not that.
And that's not me digging at you over Mancini.
No. The reason why I like Mancini is because he took us back to winning trophies again and changed the mentality of the club, which he did. And I will always be grateful for that. Always. All right. Whether the players liked him or not, he broke that curse, as I would like to call it, and I'll never forget it. And I must admit, I was devastated when he went. But Pep has taken the club, and so has Khaldoon, and so has the execs, to a new level. And when the day he goes, we are going to see a fall in standards of everything. Just like what happened to Forest, to United. But I think as long as Khaldoon and Sheikh Mansour own the club, I think it won't drop too far because they run it like a real tight ship. I think that's the keys. And I pray to God these 115 charges don't go against us.
No, they will, Alan. I understand how you've got this worry and everything else. I understand that. But I'm just saying is that I do think seriously, I think there's this. People used to say, and how come Pep Guardiola is talked about like he's king, lord, and master? And I think that's
he is.
I think to Manchester City fans, yeah, he probably is.
Yeah.
Maybe that's wrong. I understand that how people may think that's wrong, but he has put us at the top table.
Oh, yeah. He's put us up there with the great sides that England's produced, and also top European clubs have produced. We're at that level now, and I just hope we don't fall like United have fallen with bad management and bad ownership, because what will happen if that happens will be a disaster.
No, but I don't think our ownership will ever be like United.
Oh, I hope not. I really hope not. I know that the rest of the league want us kicked out. Just praising.
Will I be going to the Man City about the new one? Yes, I will. I was
where's
going to do this.
Where's the new Man City bar? Is that the one the extension is?
Yes, right. There is. I will just show you this. I don't know if you've seen this, Alan, but so the third kit. I'm just going to get. I should have had all this ready.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's like rain one, isn't it?
Rain or shine.
I don't like it. It's horrible.
Rain or shine.
They're coming out some ridiculous. They've got the white. I did like the white one because that was like a kit from years ago, which is quite nice, even though it's got red in it. But I've got the old top with the collars. That white one.
I'll tell you what I will show you while we're on here. I'm going to show you this. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it. Some have seen it, some haven't. I'm just going to share my screen and then I can show you this. Sorry, Alan, we're keeping you awake.
No. It's just let's say.
I think it is time.
Was that Doku kicking it?
There you see Doku, Haaland, Reinders.
I think it is time.
Bernardo, Ake. Yeah, play a little bit of beach volleyball. I will just find you. There's another one. There's Churka.
Okay.
I saw someone today said, what are they doing in the sea? They're a multi-million-pound commodity. They could get eaten by sharks.
They'll be stupid.
I'm like, what the frig are we talking here? You know what I mean? Calm down a bit, people. Yes, but I will show you this. I'm going to try and find you the extension, because the extension is now starting to really take shape.
I saw a video of it a couple of nights ago. It looks good.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Now, I'm not sure if I can show it at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm allowed, because I don't want to get the show copywritten, if you know what I mean. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Extension stand. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there was an update on this earlier on.
Question for you. Why is it that people like Daps and LB and people like that put these videos on stream when you're talking and stuff? Are they allowed to? I'm
going to see if I can find it. I am going to see if I can actually find it, because I am going to do a live show from it.
Well, it'd be different when it's a live one, because it's not pre-recorded by somebody else, so you're all right.
Right. If it's recorded by somebody else, I'll get away with it. Let me know, chat. Can I share it in here? Can I share it in here? Let me know. CP overview. Can I share that? That's what I'm on at the moment. Can I share that, Katha? Am I allowed to stream it as long as it's not? I don't want to get copywritten. Well, that's what I'm saying. Can I share it? Because I'll play the video now. Have you seen LB's bald head just while people are letting me know whether...
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. I think, what the hell's he done that for?
Right. Apparently, I can share it, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah. So I've not been on LB's for ages.
Yeah, I'll do it as no sound.
I'll tell you what I am going to do, Martin. When I come over and the hotel's finished, I am going to stop in the hotel on match day overnight and see what it's like.
Right. Well, as you can see here, this is CP overview. This is from 2 days ago. Now, 2 days ago.
Making shape. When's it finishing that new stand? When's it going to finish?
February. January, February 2026.
February then.
So I know the guy he's talking about. He has a drone that goes.
Yeah, it does. I watched this.
That's the north stand. So there's the north stand where I sit. No
Yeah.
stand wanker.
Are they going to move the family stand from where you are or not? No.
They've changed it, so I'm no longer on level 1. I'm now on 0. So I was in 136. I'm now in 036.
So what does that mean? Are you on level 1, level 2?
I'm on level 0.
So the bottom level, right?
Yeah. So like Andrew's now put lot there. I'm in 1-0. So that is the roof. That is where the new third tier is going on, and the roof will go on to the top of that.
Good. I wonder if we can. I wonder if we can fill it. That's the question now.
Of course, can we just see if I can get some of the. So there it is. There.
Yeah. The overseas fans are going to get seats up there as well, aren't they? That's completely what's going to happen.
Well, part of that's going to come into the hotel as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because that's what United do with their Sir Alex Ferguson thing, the Red Cafe, and the overseas fans go in there.
It's going to look very nice. I will say.
Yeah.
I am going to have a walk around. I'm going to do a live show from there in a couple of weeks. I'm going to go down one day, and I'm actually going to do a live walk around.
Because that's where the souvenir shop's going as well, isn't it? And that back area.
Yes, in the back area.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a museum. It's going to be a museum
as well. Right. Okay. Yeah,
so like,
it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good when it's finished.
Me off. Martin, as of today, there's only 2 portions of the old roof left. There you go. Alex is 028. Yeah, I'm 036. I just want to, but you can see the amount of work they've done to it. I'm just going to take you on the outside.
So I take it, obviously, they can't put. They're going to sell tickets.
Ah, there we go, Alan. So this is where the outside's going to be. See here. So he's there. Now he's going to take you. So that's where you're looking now is where the statues are on that side. Yeah.
Seasonal. It's better.
He's going to take you around. This is where the hotel's going to be. That there is now the hotel.
Yep.
Yeah. And you can see all the work that's been done. That's where the new stands go in with the new bars and the turnstiles and the blocks. That there is the connection from the hotel into the stands. So you know that's going to be a bit corporate. You know there's going to be boxes there.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
You've got Joe Mercer way there on the right.
You got the co-op on the right there as
Co-op
well.
Live on the right as well.
Yeah.
You've got the old athletics track at the back.
Yeah.
I've actually managed in that stadium.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Because I've not seen the co-op live yet. Because I've not been back for a long time.
You don't want to. It's just a big black. It's just a big, huge black box, rectangular box. Right. This here in the middle is where the bars are going to be, where the Man City bar is going to be.
Yeah, they put a roof on there, aren't they? So it's
yes, that's where shops and souvenir shops, all that's going into there. So that's going to be like. Have you ever seen the Stack at Newcastle?
Yes.
That's what that's going to be like. Our Stack. It's going to be like our Stack.
Yeah. Okay.
Did they not tell you? Did they not tell you, Andrew? So yeah, my brother works from the crowd that put down the mats and machines to work on without damaging the pitch. Oh, big up, mate. So that's going to be the fan zone there in the middle that you can see. That's your fan zone there.
Yeah. Just answer to your question, Andrew. Because my parents moved over here 10 years ago and my dad's not been great, plus the pandemic, that's one of the reasons why I've failed to come over. Otherwise, I was coming over. When my mum and dad lived at home in Whitefield, I was coming over once a year, every year when I was here. But it's harder now. They're in the late 80s now, the pair of them. So I tend to go there than anywhere now.
So I'll tell you what, it looks really, really. This is the front of it. Now he's going down. I don't know how he's got. Does anyone tell me how does he get permission to do this?
Well, it's his YouTube channel, isn't it? And
No,
I
but
think
you talk flying the drone over it all because some people get a bit fussy with drone laws, things like that.
yeah, so it's only airports that get fussy, really.
So that's where it's all going. I tell you what, it looks absolutely fabulous, doesn't it? I mean, I know it looks like a thing at the minute, but look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's going to open
good.
early January, February 2026.
It'll be February. Are they putting new TV screens in or not?
Yeah, and then obviously, I think I've seen this bit. That's obviously he leaves here and he makes his way. There's the Nexon Bridge, and this is where there's Asda. You can see my house in a minute. Not me too. I'm not. You think I'm kidding? You'll see my house.
You understand that Martin drives down here every day, just checking.
He's going to fly over my house if he's not careful. So it's just flying over the Asda now at Eastlands. Just going past the Joey Stadium on your right there, the ladies, Manchester City's women. And this now, it's as you can see, you see all the extension work that's going into the CFA now.
That's ladies thing, isn't it?
No, that's everything. Manchester City's training complex. You know when I said we're spending 300 million.
Building that's going to be the ladies' change room.
Yeah, we've spent over 300 million on just extending all this out.
Good.
This is where the women's centre is going to be. Was it 300 mil, Andrew, or 330 mil? It was something weird.
I was lucky enough to go into the CFA for lunch when I was over last time, and mate, I was nearly in tears. I went into Main Road to speak to the execs there when we were doing some IT work in there, and compared to that, what our owners have done for the club is incredible. It really have.
Oh yeah, and this is what I was trying to explain to Newcastle fans the other day on Through Black and White Eyes. This is we're 15, 18 years into this project, and we're still building. You don't just get to this level like that. There's no one there. You go, bang, here we go. 300 million. Thank you, Andrew. I thought it was. Yeah. Look at that.
But that Newcastle base in their new training ground on this that we've got. CFA.
Alan, if you think about it, and we are going to start a new show next season on the history of, instead of being called Main Road Days, we're going to do the history of Manchester City. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you from where we were and where we are now. And the journey is just unbelievable, the journey we've been on. Just in my short 40-odd years, the journey is incredible. Yeah. But the journey overall is just, to think where we were in the 90s and the 80s to this, is like
chalk and cheese, isn't it?
Day.
It's chalk and cheese.
Yeah, of course it is.
So different. It's so different.
Yeah.
And anyone that sees Caldoon around Manchester walking down the street, anything like that, you should go to him and shake his hand and thank him.
No. What you need to do is thank everyone.
Yeah, incredible.
You need to thank everyone.
Oh no, it's unbelievable what
they've done. At the end of the day, Alan, we've come, like, because this is what I said about Guardiola. Our owners and Guardiola have made us into this. This is what we are.
It's a juggernaut. It's an absolute juggernaut now.
This is even different from when Mancini was in charge and Marwood and Gary Cook.
Yeah.
But this is what they were all aiming for. This is what the aim was, is to get to this. It's crazy. Right, that's what I was asking you, Graham. Thank you for that. The club are actually allowing CP. That's what I was asking, because there is restrictions on certain building sites, Alan. There is. That's what I was checking. I know the people asking about the drones. I know there's a drone weight and size and things, but yeah. And I know, and I imagined. But it's outstanding. These guys are both doing time lapses of the build. It's amazing, really is. There weren't even locks on the doors, yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's a hell of a setup.
And obviously make sure the first, because it's a no-fly zone, because you remember Derby County with Frank Lampard?
Yeah.
They got done. Was it Derby? Who was it? Someone flew a drone over the training.
Yeah.
You know, to see, like, because otherwise other clubs would be taking drones over to see how they're training. There's the women's, the
it's like
stadium.
They built a mini one of this, the whole thing, on the eastern suburbs of Melbourne now. It's called Casey State, where all the academy is there for Melbourne City, and it's massive, mate, absolutely massive. And the Sheikh's paid for the lot.
Yeah, Bielsa did it for Derby County. He did it at Leeds United. This is what I mean. So, Ginesta Wijnaldum, this is what you will go to. This is what you're trying to get to. So that's what I'm saying. When I go onto Newcastle channels, I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm showing you this is the journey you're on. This is 20 years nearly into our journey. This is not a 5-minute wave the wand and away you go.
Well, you know, the amount of money this guy Sheikh has spent, not just on this that you're seeing, but also Manchester as well, is incredible.
So there you go. That is let me just close that down. So there you go. That is the current CP overview. If you want to have a look there, does give you amazing. No worries, Jack. I'll speak to you tomorrow, mate. But yeah, listen, I'm over the moon with the way our club are built. But the one thing I will say, hope you all enjoyed that. We might do that on the weekly. I'm going to do a weekly walk round. I'm going to do a walk round next week. I'm going to do this live, see how far I can walk around. I'll have my walking stick with me, but I'll try my best. I might have my missus on the other side, just camera holding it while I've got my stick going. No, appreciate that. Listen, I've told you this channel is going to get bigger, better. We're not here just we're going to show you everything.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we're not after being the biggest, we're after being the best. Difference. You know, an exciting season to come. Yeah.
You know, we it's not always going to go right.
Andrew, stop, because I know what you mean by that. Cheeky bastard. Lovely to see the rags crew. Do you know what, Alan? We might do this weekly, you know, me and you. This might be a good show.
Yeah. If you can get it, like you say, a little bit earlier, so I have to get up at 6. Because my mate's going home today.
It depends when LB's live. If LB's live, I can't do it.
That's another point. Tonight, I know it's the Aussie podcast. I'm going to be half an hour late now because I'm taking Dave to the airport. I forgot about it the other day.
Patrick, can you delay by half an hour?
Yeah. So it's I've got to take him at tea time to the airport. So
that'd be a good point, Graham. I need to see if I can get in touch with them. Might get in touch with him, yeah. See if we can get him on. That'd be good. No, that'd be good. That would be good. Right, Alan, I'm just going to send you this because you were asking me about my hotel earlier.
Yeah, let me send the link because when I go to England next April, May, on the way home, I'm looking for somewhere to go to for a week. I might go to Dubai. I'm not sure, but I've been to Dubai loads of times. I don't fancy Dubai. I just want to go somewhere different. So before I return back to sunny Melbourne.
Okay. Right. Well, anyway, final thoughts, mate, before you go?
No, just keep the faith. Let the execs and the people in charge of the squad do their thing. They'll get it right. But a few players have got to leave before we can get other players. Let's be realistic.
You get it booked, Andrew. I did a deal with someone who would get Lumeno, I'll get the third kit. Well, we'll see. Yeah. We shall see. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget. Oh, not that one. That one. 10 a.m. or 10:30. We'll let you know because Alan's now just decided he's late.
I forgot about. I'm going to go to the airport and take Dave to the airport.
Yeah. Blues Down Under. Please show them your support. Please show them support.
Yep.
10:30. We'll say I'm going to speak with Pat. See if we can do 10:30.
Yep.
So that may change now to 10:30 in the morning. And then on Thursday night, don't forget, watch along Manchester City versus Juventus, match day 3 of the Club World Cup. I know you have a choice, and then when it does choose the Mancunian way, we thank you for your amazing support. CPO, you did a good one. New Lancs. Oh, I'm not a big cricket fan, Cather. We're the only club in Europe where no one wants to leave. That's true.
Good win by England, though, against India, chasing 250 down and got them. Good test result.
He's still talking. He's still talking cricket. Every time you talk cricket, you're coming off the screen. Alan, the voice of reason, what happened?
What do you mean?
All we need to know now is sort his social media shit out. Anyway, that's another thing for another stream. Anyway, thank you all.
Oh,
Take care. Have a lovely evening. Smash those few likes on the way out. We'll see you all tomorrow, probably 10:30 a.m. now. The Blues Down Under. Smash the likes. Let's grow. We're trying to get to 7K as quick as we can. 10K if we can by August. But yeah, have a great evening. Take care. And as always, up the Blues. Let's do some more of these late night streams. I enjoy them. Take care, all.
see you guys.